Alright, hi guys! Welcome back to, I almost said Shadows and Starlight, but that's the Monday game. Sleeping Angels. We missed last week because I was in Seattle for Extra Life with Dumpstack Charisma. It was fun. We had fun, didn't we, Maddie and Nuka? We had fun.
Yeah.
And we helped the kids. But we are playing the homebrew Angel game that came out of my head. And these lovely people are bumbling through that dangerous world that I have concocted. But real quick, we're going to get a quick shout out to the sponsors, to Roll20, Tabletop Blue, So Nerdware, who is again with us today playing the Gold Ancient Dragon, Remaram, and Devin Rue. And you guys can always check out the Patreon, help with all of the supporting the channel, and we do have a Discord, so come hang out. But if you guys want to go and introduce yourselves today, we can start with Maddie again.
You're muted, Maddie. You're muted.
I am, because I was eating and I didn't want to be all chomp, chomp, chomp. Yeah, it's a good morning so far, let me tell you. Hey folks, thanks for having me back. I'm really excited. This is a fun character, and I play the Gold Dragon, and I'm having fun. These people are awesome.
Alucard. I'm just going in order on the screen.
I suppose that would be me in that case. Hello there, everybody. I'm Angela, otherwise known as Phoenix 24 Femme. I'll be playing Alucard, the gender non-conforming blue dragonborn Battlemaster fighter today.
Morgan.
Oh, okay, there's me. Hello, I am Ray. I am playing the Nephilim Blood Hunter today. And forever? I don't know.
Pashiri.
Do I go next?
Yep.
I'm Nuka Pooker. I'm playing Pashini, who is a Dick Centaur druid.
Here.
Hi, I'm Phil. I'm playing Asir Pounder, the Tiefling War Cleric who is considerably calmer this week after the last session.
I'm not so bad, right?
Not once we get to know you.
I just want you guys to know, for real quick, I'm Ori, I am the DM. Hello. Just a disclaimer, I am sick. And I'm jet lagged, so if I'm a little slow or silly today, that is why. Just bear with me. Also, this is gonna be new time because it's just better for those of us who are nocturnal. Morgan and Nuka and myself were struggling a little bit with the 1 o'clock time. I know it's an hour difference, but that extra hour of sleep makes a huge world of a difference.
Oh, an hour
It
can do
really
so
does.
much.
I was struggling. Like, I get off work at 6 a.m., but I can't go to bed until 8 a.m. because I have to drop the kid off at school. So, like, I get, like, 3 hours, maybe, if at the 1 o'clock time. So that extra hour, because I don't get another chance to nap before I go to work tonight. So
Oh,
yeah. So, I was
Girl,
struggling.
shoot.
But, yeah, so today, I'm just going to give you guys a warning about this piece of paper. So don't hate me. I'm just gonna show you.
Oh, yeah,
Does
that one. Okay.
Does that say corruption?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
I know this very well.
I have done
These-
account of this. I am back to being scared now.
I'm just warning you
Yeah.
now. So you know, so I'm open with you. These are Matt Mercer's corruption for 5e rules. I keep them on my desk for the Monday game at all times because there's a high chance of that in that game. There's not so much in this one, but it does exist. So I want you guys to know that this is here, and that it may happen. I love you.
Well, I had a good run.
Actually, the corruption doesn't really last all that long for most of it.
I still
If you're
stand by
away
my
from
statement.
it for like an entire week.
Yeah, it
Like,
depends on what
away
it
from the
is.
source.
So,
Hey, I healed an ancient dragon. I'm happy to die now.
yeah, it
I
depends on
got
what
to
it
talk
is.
to an ancient dragon and apologize for my ancestor being a dick. So I'm okay with that.
We get a ride.
It's just
That was far
no,
better than I hoped.
what's gonna happen is it's gonna be a moment of Alucard and Aesir doing a Thelma and Louise moment off of the edge of the canyon. Except it's gonna be us fighting another dragon, and we're just gonna be like, "All right, everyone else, run! We got this."
Alright, so, last time, if I recall correctly, because I can't find my notebook, you guys went and helped good old Rem. You gave his toe back, and you gave him his eyes back, and then he decided to be friendly. I don't know that I would call you friends, but he decided to be friendly and give you a ride to Alanthea to see Nadine, who was very happy to see you and revealed some information to you about her relationship with the Dark One. And which he really likes that name. He puffs up every time that name gets said. But
I'll stop using it then.
You guys also learned that Magnus is missing. He never made it. And I know you wanted to speak to Adrian, the Archangel, who is Nadine's father. She called for him, and you guys were to meet him at dinner time, and that's where we left off, I believe. I know Pashini wants to do something, but I don't know if that's after dinner or before dinner.
She would do that when everybody's going to sleep.
Okay.
Now I'm more scared.
Basically, she's gonna ask for her own room, and she's gonna ask for Steve to have his own room too, because he needs to experience being independent.
I don't know why I'm more scared of Pashini right now or the corruption rules. I have no idea.
Pashini, always Pashini, because Pashini will get us killed and not care. At least corruption, it's
Yeah.
indifferent. Pashini is an active agent in getting us all
She'll
killed.
be upset. She'll be upset,
her
but
own
she'll be like, it's not
corruption.
her fault.
I don't get the feeling you will be that upset.
No,
Why do
Pashini likes her
why,
friends.
Steve is gonna end up being the BBEG of this. I don't know why you guys are scared of the tiny centaur. You guys made this villain. Now you can deal with it.
Kill Pashini. Pashini's the one who gave him the horrible, horrible gift of life.
Best gift of life, thank you very much.
Stepped on me. This is gonna be Steve today. So anytime Steve pops up, I'm going to pick up the koala bear.
Steve is not a koala bear, he is a little tiny tree ant.
This
Not a
is gonna
koala
be-
bear yet.
This is gonna be Steve on. I'm just gonna have a Steve cam. And just be like,
To polymorph.
alright. So, you guys probably have a little bit of time before you go to dinner. As far as you're aware, Lord Adrian has not arrived. My new notebooks that I had to open today because I can't find the other one. Best DM. But yeah, so you guys have a little bit of time to kill before dinner. You have been given rooms. Morgan, you have your own room. They're not giving you a new one. Ramram, you have been given a room to stay in as well in the castle, unless you wish to explore. You guys feel free to explore this mountainside castle.
Pashini has probably done like the request for the 2 rooms, because she's probably gone on a tangent of like she's always sleeping with like at least someone from the party, and she just wants alone time. And it's like, and she's probably teaching Steve about what a bed is, and even though he knows what a bed is, but like basically going, this is your room, and it's this massive giant room.
You know what? That music's fitting for Pashini. We'll do it.
And Asir's gonna be looking around for a temple to his deity.
Okay. You don't find much. There's probably just like a little shrine. This temple is more, or this castle is more, and the area is more leaning towards the Morning Lord. Just due to who its rulers are. They obviously are accepting of the others, but the main stay of worship you see here is for the Morning Lord.
I just spend some time in prayer and also see if there's any if there's any things for the Arcadians.
Okay. Okay.
Am I hearing that right?
Not the music.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
It's appropriately chaotic.
It's Pashini's theme song.
The song
Sheeny and
is
Steve's theme
aptly
song.
titled Batty McFadden.
Mm-mm.
I need to download Secret Mission.
That's awful.
Wax.
I imagine that playing every time like Pashini goes off on a tangent.
I need to refresh the music list because I have all like sad music right now. There,
I
that's
just
better.
imagine this music playing every time Nuka, just like right before Nuka has a thought as to what Pashini would do in a situation, that so long as we don't escalate it, things will be fine, and Nuka thinks of the exact thing Pashini will do to escalate it. That's the music I imagine playing in the background.
Oh,
Anytime Pashini gets up to something, I'm gonna play that. We'll just go with this one.
Think of it.
I like that. That's nice.
This one's a little less chaotic. I am an agent of chaos, but not today. I am an agent of order. Haha, get it? Because I play the Arcadians. Ha! I'm an agent of order. Oh. Terrible. I don't feel good. So roll me. Are you actively looking for something about the Arcadians, or are you just passively like looking around the castle?
I think it'd be we have time. I will take an active look. Really.
No. Brain is dead. Brain is dead. What's the word I'm looking for? Investigation. I was gonna say inspection. I'm like, that doesn't sound right.
Here goes nothing.
Oof. Yeah. No.
Literally, that's a natural one.
You are so
Oh, no.
blinded by all of the stuff for the Morning Lord that you have you can't find anything.
Like Morning Lord.
It's just suns
It's-
everywhere.
Just Morning Lord all over the
It's
place.
just like, I love Lathander Morning Lord posters everywhere. It's like Backstreet Boys posters, except for it's got the Morning Lord's face all over it, with Adrian as well.
I didn't imagine it that positively.
Maddie, I have a new t-shirt idea. I have a new t-shirt idea.
Yeah. I see it. I see it. My
I'm
mind's
just glad I
eye
got
sees
natural
it.
one out of the way.
What were you saying, Alucard?
My only, like, I wasn't imagining it that positively. In my head, like, with the Lathander posters, for whatever reason, I went to, like, Kefka Final Form from Final Fantasy VI, just descending down and saying hello to everyone. But that's probably not as positive of a model of deity
know.
as Lathander is.
I don't know, maybe like Bahamut Advent Children coming down from the sky. Just...
Oh no!
That's not much better.
No, that's more Decimus's stick.
I was wondering though, does the castle have any sort of like libraries or
Yeah.
anything on like religious figures and such?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, there's definitely books in the libraries of the castle. Which library you go to will depend on what books you find, but they all have these books. So if you want to go ask Nadine for access to the private library, you can, or you can go peruse the one that's open to most of the castle denizens.
I think Alucard would take the time to want to look into the Earth Mother a little bit, just away from Pashini's eyes, but just, and like kind of away from everyone, just more privately. Just not to give anyone ideas.
Actually, on that note, you were told that Sivin, the elf, the advisor, is a druid and is from, or has been into the Feywilds and stuff, so he would be very familiar with the Earth Mother, if you can find him. He probably also has several books and scrolls and stuff in his own office.
Okay. In that case, if it were possible, I want to do just two things. One, try and talk to Sivin and just get more of an understanding of who the Earth Mother is outside of enthusiastic friend zealot. Outside of that mode, and if possible, I guess join a seer and what I imagine is a very awkward kind of, how do you do the faith thing again? Because my two examples currently are enthusiastic zealot and relatively morose but less excitable tiefling, and I'm going to go with the tiefling to talk to because that's more Alucard's vibe.
Fashini's doing zoomies around the place, like she's exploring, and she's just zooming around places, getting into places that she shouldn't be, and probably getting chased out of places, you know.
Pashini's being followed by Nadine's companion animal. It's a lynx. It is a fairly decent sized lynx, and he's just like, oh my god, what is this thing? He is doing the zoomies to follow you. But
you probably hear Pashini, if she like notices going in and out of rooms, she's probably gonna be like, write her a note, she's nice. And just moves out and just keeps going around.
Before you find Sivin, are you looking for books?
Yeah, I think I would be.
Yeah, just roll an investigation. I keep wanting to say inspection, and I don't know where I'm getting that from.
Aren't you getting it from the
It's
Pray
not
for me, everybody. This is a modifier of 0.
It's not 5 rings. That has better than a nat 1.
Yeah, it's better. It's better than ACR's.
You find some vague references, and what you do find is written in a language you don't understand.
Seems pretty par for the course.
You at least find stuff, but you can't read it, or it's really vague and doesn't help you at all. It's like going to Wikipedia sometimes and being like, I want to know what this is, but there's like 2 sentences written and I have no idea what's going on. But yeah, you managed to, after some searching and asking of servants, you managed to find the elven druid, who physically doesn't look that old, but his eyes tell exactly how ancient this elf is.
By nature of physicality, or by nature of just giving the vibe of, I've seen some shit?
He's seen some shit.
Okay.
He has seen a lot of, like, just that meme of Elrond talking to Gandalf, where he's just like, I was there 3,000 years ago. He permanently has that look on his face.
Oh, God.
But he's really nice and kind. He just permanently has that Elrond. He's just Elrond. I'm just gonna...
He has the, in this case, 3,000-yard stare.
Yeah. 3,000 year stare. I've seen some shit.
Poor soul.
Also, I go by Tolkien rule for elves. They don't die unless they choose to die, or they just get killed. So, I like the Tolkien rule for elves. It makes more sense to me. So that is my rule for elves.
Fair enough.
And half-elves, they have to choose. Half-elves have to choose, so my players know this. The normal players, anyway. Play a half-elf, you gotta decide if you want to live past 100 or not. But yeah, so you find him. He is in his study, just enjoying a nice cup of tea and reading a book by the fire with a small cat in his lap, just enjoying himself and relaxing before dinner. And you knock on his door, and he looks up. Can I help you?
Do you have a few moments?
Yes, I've always got a moment. And he closes the book and sets it down on his desk. The cat looks at you, unsure of what to make of you.
I'm pretty certain the 7.5-foot tall dragonborn is a bit of an odd sight.
For the cat, yep.
I have not been. This will seem rather odd to start with in terms of conversation, but I have not been a faithful person in a long time. I have not had a lot of reason to do so, but I was curious if you had information, thoughts, I almost said pamphlet, or just material on anything you can give on the Earth Mother, or as the small one refers to her as Dirt Mummy.
Yeah, I don't know why she calls her that, but
I'm for some reason referred to as, I think, Gumdrop or something of that sort.
Okay. You know what? It makes sense. Alright. The Fae are odd sometimes.
Gathered as
In
much.
particular, the small ones. I met a pixie once. Unleashed an entire bag of kittens into a hallway. It took weeks to clean that mess up. Anyway, what exactly are you wanting to know, like,
How does one commune with her? Or more importantly, why would she commune with others? Like, who does she reach out to? Do you know of anything that speaks of why she would reach out to anyone?
The mother loves all of her children.
Even the most disgruntled, I would imagine.
She is a patient soul. Sylvanas
suppose-
is a little less patient, but
It's fair. I only ever had Michael growing up as someone to look up to.
Michael. He's a good one. He's just brunt.
It's more understandable to me. I'm not used to kindness. I'm used to directness, boldness, devotion. Not quite used to patience or sweetness or tenderness or kindness.
She offers it freely. Shit. There goes my voice. But there are times when she has, on rare occasion, been wrathful, but that's only when her children are endangered, i.e. the plants, the land, the people, to an extent, but mostly, she's mostly Fae in regards to living beings, but the planet, she is hers on any plane. You live on that planet, so therefore you are children by extension. She loves her stepchildren too.
I suppose the odd question to ask here is why care about, I guess, a soul that's already used up most of its potential?
Oh, there's always more potential. I'm sure you know that.
Some of us. I can't imagine that applies to myself.
She wouldn't have contacted you had she the way she did. Unless she thought so. I know about the wolf. I know that I know
Slightly
about
uneasy when he says that.
the animals talk. He looks at the cat and just pets its head. Birds are chatty little things. And especially when someone kills a dragon, they're going to talk.
It's fair.
Especially that dragon is so strange, hoarding cheese. I've never heard of a dragon hoarding cheese.
I will say I have neither, and I've had a long line of relatives who've done many a strange and, I will admit, terrible things.
I've got research to do on a dragon that hoards cheese. But yes, no. So the animals talk. So I know about the wolf. She is in a state of you would call it sleep at the moment, and cannot physically manifest herself as far as we are aware. She is weakened, so she sends her messengers. That wolf is a messenger. What the message was, I don't know. The birds didn't tell me, but I know the wolf showed up. I've seen the wolf.
Are you the religious type?
I am old. I've been around a long time. I've watched gods fight. I've watched the angels fight. I watch cities rise and fall. He kind of pauses for a minute. You were in the room when he was talking to the dragon about the city. I think. To Ramaram about the city. I'm pretty sure you were in a room. He was there 3,000 years ago. But do I... He's like, he's not sure really how to answer, because I worship nature, the earth, which means, yes, I do worship the mother, but other than that, the other gods have no hold over me. I don't know if that answers your question.
It's about as direct as I think an answer I can expect.
From an elf, yes.
I won't bother you anymore, take up any more of your time.
Feel free to question more if you have more later, but I'm just reading a book with the...
Very chatty cat.
He's quite chatty. He's
Perhaps
really...
I should talk with the Earth Mother about learning how to do that.
You should. She might give you that option. I think, out of character, I'm pretty sure Ancient's Paladin gets speak with animals. I can't remember.
Might actually, so I might have to consider that. But, yeah, I think to not take up too much more time, just the last thing Alcar would just ask is just for advice on, like, just rituals and such, if Sivan knows anything about how to give respect to the Earth Mother. And then, if they don't get that sort of information, we'll just go to Aesir and just sort of do one of these, just lifting the hands up and just be like, how do you do this?
He'll give you some information on druidic rituals, but he you know from just experience with druids, they aren't very open about their specific rituals.
I'm expecting to
So
tell Rando anyways.
he will give you a little bit of advice on how to worship the mother, just taking care of her creatures and her children and everything like that. He'll give you advice on that. It would be better to ask Asir for non-druidic rituals, because he is a druid. He's not a
Right.
cleric. So he while he wants to help you, if he teaches you, he's gonna want to make you a druid, and that's another class change. He is a great druid teacher, though. He taught Nadine, so.
I only have a 12 in wisdom, so sadly I am like 1 credit short of getting that minor, but I'm sorry.
Simon's like trying to recruit all the druid children he can. He's got
I mean, you can always recruit Pashini. Like, Pashini can learn more.
he's definitely an old druid. So,
I think in that case, Alucard will just go to talk with Aesir and just sort of. I imagine it's like an interruption of whatever Aesir is in the middle of, like
Trying but
or
failing
maybe
to find
just
a
getting.
book.
It's. I imagine it lines up the me looking for books is maybe a little bit after that, and I just find Aesir like mid morning lord overwhelmed. I'm like, do you need help, Aesir?
Um, I was I was trying to find any areas for the devoted to the Arcadians. I was hoping to offer a direct prayer in a place of worship to Oriel. I thought that would be a suitable idea. Whilst we maybe have a moment. Yes.
Alucard,
it's
if you
not
want to
going well.
roll investigation to try and find some Arcadian stuff, you can. Right now, all he's finding is Backstreet Boys and Morning Lord poster. Maybe an NSYNC poster.
12. So not. God damn it. So. Well, that's 12. So I don't know if that's significantly better.
And that one.
Yeah, you find some. Hi. Are you done? You find some. Ow! I need to cut your nails. That hurt like daggers into my shoulder. You find some stuff that. Just some small shrine stuff to the Arcadians. They know here that they don't really like being worshipped, but there is some stuff for the servants or just the general public if they decide, hey, I want to throw an offering to one of the Arcadians. There's just a general Arcadian shrine. It's not very big, but it's just a general Arcadian shrine. It's got 7 stones in it.
Is there anything different about the one to Florian?
The stones, so all of the stones have like a beam of light hitting them. They're all different colors. Decimus is like a dark purple color. Oriel's is this bluish white color. Michael's is or gold, and all the others have their colors. It's hitting all of them but the green one, the bluish sea foam green colored stone that was Florian's. The hole in the wall, the window that was producing the beam of light onto that one has been covered. And there's a candle lit beneath that stone. Probably set there by Nadine.
So news will spread soon enough.
Aesir, how do you do this?
What do you mean?
Just sort of, I imagine that Alucard keeps this all the time around their neck, but they never like pull it out. They pull out just an old like worn out symbol to Michael and such, and also gesture to like the flowers that they keep in their gauntlets that they got from the Earth Mother, and just sort of probably take longer than a couple minutes to fully word out like how do you just sort of gestures to your holy symbol and to sort of the surroundings of faith, and it's like, just how do you do this? I don't think I remember how you do this anymore.
I mean, the path of faith is it is a different road for everyone, and for me, in all honesty, it has been very, very simple. Lord Commander Stormwood herself discovered me when I was but a child on the streets, close to starvation myself. So it was the guidance of Mortalis that guided her to me. death itself finding me on death's doorstep, if you will. So for me, the path has always been clear to serve. But I see for you it's harder. As it is for everyone, and you have your talents. You have great strength.
Do you think the faith returns because this is something that I'm to be good at, or because it brings something that I need into my life? I've only ever really known fighting or conflict. I've never known sweetness or real tenderness. And yet, whoever sort of stares, I imagine, wherever everyone can hear Pashini, because I imagine we almost always hear Pashini, even if
Yeah,
we
You
Pashini's
hear-
still doing
You hear
zoomies.
Pashini, and
Every
you
so
hear
often she
this
ducks in. She's
fresh-
just telling you that, like, you should write letters to the dirt mummy. She really likes letters, and then you put them underneath your pillow and you go to sleep, and then Steve wakes up. She just walks out.
You-
And then just keeps going.
As Pashini is running around and zooming all over the castle like she's gotten into the catnip, you hear behind her following around this just frustrated yowling coming from the lynx, as it's just like, what are you doing in my house right now?
She's just going, come on, Whiskers, we can go exploring. She just keeps going. She doesn't realize it's actually Nadine's like companion. She thinks that she's just found a random lynx that got lost in the castle.
Morgan,
So she's just
Morgan, you know this is Arlo. Every time you see her pass by, Arlo he looks just done. He just looks done.
Every time, like, she sees Pashini and then Arlo zoom past, she'll just give Arlo a pat. Like, I understand. I know. I'm sorry.
You understand what we've been through for the past couple of days.
Yeah. I mean, in regards to the sweetness, I have taken on more of the warrior aspect of being a cleric, I would say. So, in truth, you and I, for the sweetness, we have a similar experience. But it's nice to experience it. But I see your pain is probably even deeper than my own.
And probably we'll just like not say much more after that. If Aesir goes to do any sort of like prayers or anything, we'll probably try and like sit next and try and mirror whatever you do, and just try and like also show respect, but just more towards the Earth Mother. And just, it's probably very awkward and very like unsteady, but there's probably a sense of like, I think this is right. And probably the last thought before, like, for anyone else who wanted to do stuff, I just imagine Alucard's like realizing they haven't had a lot of pain in their arms for a lot of hours, and this is the first time in a long time that they've had that.
And so just kind of watching an eye, and probably as they probably finally separate to go to rooms, just really soft tap on the shoulder. You will do very well. I have faith in you.
Well, that's one of us.
I believe there's more than one who has faith in you. Good night.
Good night.
As he leaves and you finish up, the window is slightly cracked open. You see a little leaf just blows in and lands right in front of you. Also, I need you to make me a perception check on something else after you're done with this.
I'll probably just take it, just add a little pouch in that I've been keeping with a little bit of dirt, just we get from different places we've been. Probably haven't told anyone. Just
I love it, but the first thing that pops into my head is I've got a charter. I've got a charter.
I thought you were either gonna go for that or the smell bag. I thought one or the other was going to be the case.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ruin it.
It's fine. I knew as I was saying it, I'm like, I saw your face start to smile, and I was like, what chaotic thing have you thought up, Ari, in that mind of yours?
That fey mind of mine. Make me a perception check real quick.
Will do. This could go a lot of different ways, because it's an okay skill I have. That's an okay roll.
It's not hard to notice. Whether it's just an omen or something's actually going on, or it's just nothing. You see outside the window there's a tree branch, and it's kind of waving, but it's only flickering in front of one of the holes that's putting a beam of light onto the stones. It's just kind of flickering, making the light flicker on the stone. The stone is the bluish white one, and the light's just flickering on it. That's the stone for Oriole. And you don't know if it's just the wind making the leaves block that hole periodically, or if something's going on, or the Earth Mother's trying to tell you something, or it's hard to know right now. All right, Ramaram or Morrigan, what would you like to do before dinner with an angel? Or 2 or 5.
Morgan isn't doing anything in particular. She is only a little bit monitoring Vashini's zoomies. Only a little bit, just to make sure like she's not getting into anything or like disrespecting the castle or anything like that.
Stay out of my room!
There's probably like 1 or 2 times where she like shape changes into something small and fits underneath the door.
And that's
No,
when
she's
Morgan just like completely loses her, and she's
No,
like,
she's like completely confirmed that like as she's zooming, she is paying attention to which doors are locked and which doors aren't, because every so often she jumps up and just touches it just to see if it rattles, and like she just keeps doing that, and she's done that over and over and over again. That's probably what people have been hearing. And the ones that she finds interesting that are locked, she just shape changes into something tiny and just fits underneath it just to check it out, and then comes back out if there's nothing interesting.
goodness. But yeah, just not really doing much. Kind of avoiding her room at the moment. Just yeah, kind of wandering the castle and avoiding. Sure, yeah, let's avoiding. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, just wandering and just kind of making sure the Pacini isn't just like destroying things.
Okay.
So yeah, nothing in particular.
Okay. Okay. More brain. Red dragon.
Dragon.
Official title.
Dragon.
You know that dragon guy.
You know, the one that was blind and now can see, like.
Yes. Glory. Honestly, I think at this point, Renan would have been very just observational of all of the people that he brought to the city. And he's very curious about he would actually approach Morgan.
Okay. It's not hard to find her.
Just subtly looking around after the small one who's running around everywhere, like from the corner of her eye.
Yowling
You
comes from
just-
somewhere else in the castle.
You just hear her go like, "Hi, goldfish," and then she's off.
Is this normal for her?
Yes. Yes, it is. As far as long as I've known her.
Which is how long?
Not long. We were sort of thrown together on this mission of attempting to help the Arcadians and stop the awakening of this seemingly dark entity, but no, not long.
So, what is your motivation?
For anything in particular?
No, for helping the Arcadians.
Mm. She gets quiet for a moment. And more than likely you would probably be able to tell that she's like listening out for Fashini.
you just she probably hears that like question as well, even though it's not directed to Pashini. Pashini just goes like, "So I can take things."
Oh no. Morgan,
It's okay. I can hear her very well as she runs around the castle. I'll let you know if she gets in any trouble.
My motivations are just I do not like the sound of this evil. I am actually assisting in Nadine's place. She would have normally taken this position as the Queen of Olanthia, but she tapped me to do it for her. And I'm always happy to help Nadine.
So it's Nadine that you serve.
Yes.
Interesting. I can read your companions, your compatriots, pretty well. You, on the other hand, are different. Guarded. Much more guarded than even the Dark One.
Somewhere in the castle. Paul's like, yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
And I just, I find that curious.
Be assured that anything that I may be guarding isn't of a dark nature, or I don't mean harm to anyone.
Okay, well, that's a fair statement as any. Obviously, lived a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Been asleep for longer than many have been alive. I haven't
See
been
her
in
like,
this-
you see her like squint and lean, trying to listen for Fashini again.
Oh, she's about 7 doors down the hall. She's poked under again. Yeah. She's
scuttling around. In her
she's
room.
she's getting into something,
She's
but
almost-
it's really I promise it's not dangerous.
She's
and,
found Sivan's office at this point,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
you know,
I don't think she should be in there.
well, I don't
Question
think
is,
you're gonna.
is he in there?
Are you
Yeah,
gonna?
he's in there.
Are you really gonna be able to stop her though?
No,
I
don't think
could.
so.
We could. That could be fun too.
Will it be fun? Will it
No.
be fun for you?
No.
The ancient gold
I didn't
dragon
think
trying
so.
to stop the tiny dick centaur.
I give no
Uh.
fucks about it. I really don't.
That's a
I
great
have
image.
I have no fucks to give. I'm too old for
Gold
that.
Dragon saying this is the best thing ever.
This
Um,
is Pashini. This is Rimmerim's claws. He's just like,
I feel like that's insulting to Remoran. Like, are we talking like
here,
the
I'll
tip
use
of a claw?
Roth's head. I'll use. Oh shit! I dropped it.
Just like, yeah.
One of my minis
all.
lost its head, so I'll just use its head. There, is that better?
There we go. That's about right.
Roth lost his head.
Oh. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. Where was I?
Get distracted by the scent.
Oh my god. Oh, the Fae, I swear.
And I'm good at playing.
And of course, I'm. Yes.
You were talking about
The
Zord.
Fae, the Fae. Oh, the Fae. I do not always miss the Fae.
I don't have much experience with them, but this has definitely been enlightening.
That's the thing about the Fae. They don't. They seem harmless on the exterior. They look fine. They will drive you insane.
You just hear Pashini go, "Oh, gems!"
Oh no.
Like I just said, yeah.
Mm.
She probably finds just a stray gem somewhere that's probably been like rolled underneath the carpet or something, and it's as big as her. She comes
Oh.
running back and she just hands it to around.
Oh,
Vishini, please be courteous.
where did this come from?
I found it under a carpet.
It's like a 500 gold diamond that
Oh,
she just found on the floor.
goodness.
It probably fell off from somewhere, or it came off the tray that gave you the gems before. So I thought you could have it because I know you like gems very much. And then she goes.
I really shouldn't. This probably belongs to somebody, but
you just hear Pashini clap. She's running
And-
past the corner.
Like you see Morgan's brow furrow, and then she's just like, "Okay, nothing to do about it now. It's gone, I guess."
They smell like freaking rock candy.
oh my god.
Do you want it warmed up in the oven?
I am the oven.
The servant just continues down the hallway like I'm not poking the dragon.
Morgan just kind of like gives a wave and don't worry about it.
Well, thank you, tiny one.
No problem. You're welcome. Oh! I
I'm
just
on mute. I
spilled
just spilled some on my
something,
keyboard.
and somebody has to clean it up. I think I broke a vase. There's water on the ground, and I don't know what that is. She's just gonna run away from whatever she just broke.
Eni is so powerful, she breaks the fourth wall.
Oh no.
Perfect opportunity. She's running away.
Goodness.
Just
She
the
knocked
fourth
over a
wall?
glass
What?
a half a globe away, you know, like
Half a globe, we're talking like a few planes away from that's how strong Pashini is.
Goodness.
Pashini gets lost. She's probably plane shifted somewhere, and they just come back. Nobody knows.
For the record, I never actually titled her in my head as harmless, considering the meeting that she was at.
well. No. You figured that out really quick.
Wasn't hard.
Yeah.
You just
So
hear
I'm-
it like around the corner. Just go, mighty and powerful gods. She just keeps going.
Goodness.
Yeah, that doesn't get old at all. Um, though I'm having a hard time picking up on your abilities. I'm not familiar with this blood hunting.
It's she's trying to think of the best way to explain this to you. Remind me again, is it well known, or is it more well known now that Nephilim blood has special properties?
It is known, especially in this country,
Right, okay.
because of what the old
What
prince
happened?
tried with Nadine.
So you've been around, you know what happened here. The vampire prince and
He was asleep.
I slept through that.
Oh, right.
As you do.
As you do.
Slept through a vampire invasion.
To make this as short a summary as possible, being who I am and my birth, Nephilim blood has special capabilities. It provides each of us with some sort of power, I guess you can call it. Mine is a little bit more dangerous, I guess you could say. It's more of a curse on people than a blessing.
See that. So you use this curse of yours to perform your feats.
In a sense, yes. It's my blood.
That's
what I like.
I mean, that's a very smart and resourceful use of something that you're afflicted with.
It's helped me more than once, and it doesn't afflict me, just others.
Oh. Interesting. I'm gonna take a walk around. I've not been on these grounds in, well, a very long time, and...
Wait, okay, before you do...
Yes?
Where is Pashini now?
She is 8 rooms down that left hall. She's squirming under the door right now.
Okay, well, I am going to casually walk in that direction. Have a nice walk.
Thank
and then
you.
you see her kind of subtly speed walk off down the hall. Bashini.
I'm really glad I have a mechanical keyboard.
Bashini.
She probably hears that, but she's just rummaging around, and who knows what room this is that she's in. She's just, exploring and finding little tidbits and stuff, and she's putting them in a bag. She's just taking things she can.
I don't think I hear her. Not really, anyway.
What is it?
It's 11 in perception.
No.
Yeah, I don't think I hear her, so I'll just casually continue walking down the hall. He did say eight doors. I don't hear it though.
She just comes back from underneath the door. She's like, I'm here.
You didn't take anything, did you?
She she just hides like her little bag that she's just collected like small little things. Don't know what they are. And she's just like, no, I just found things underneath the bed, underneath the desks, underneath the bookcases. There's a large book. It has writing on it. But I can't read the writing because it's not in my language and I don't understand it. So I decided to leave. So now I'm going to go more exploring. And she's just like, boop.
And I just look after you and just kind of like subtly follow you because now I'm getting worried.
Alright, on that note, we're gonna take a quick break. 2 reasons. One, because it's time for break, and the other one because I need to clean up the rest of this drink that I spilled everywhere. So,
Okie dokie.
Guys, we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Enjoy the commercial. Go get something to drink. We will be back in a few minutes. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Well, we'll be back in a few minutes, not bye-bye.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. If you get a second during break, you should check out one of our amazing sponsors. We're now proudly sponsored by Roll20, the best virtual tabletop for all your role-playing needs. Over 4 million people use Roll20's virtual tabletop to power their favorite games. And with more modules than you can shake a stick at on their new revamped storefront, you'll definitely find something for your group to enjoy. Sign up today by clicking the link below or heading to roll20.net/start/WTTP. Tabletop Loot is an amazing place to get your dice bags, dice boxes, and more. And now you can get 15% off your purchase at tabletoploot.com by using the code WTTPDICE at checkout. Tabletop Loot. Your party starts here. While you're at it, check out our so awesome merch store, So Nerdware. So Nerdware is the place to find all your Welcome to the Party merch and other amazing stuff too. Head on over to sonerdware.com and use the code WELCOME at checkout to get 10% off your next purchase. So Nerdware. It's what the nerds wear. Devin Rue, the amazing mistress of maps, has kindly supported the channel since the beginning and provides graphics for many of our streams. Head on over to rueinc.com to check out some of the best fantasy cartography on the web. Our Patreon supports the creators and producers of the channel by providing Roll20 subscriptions, cost coverage for video hosting, and more. If you want to support the channel while getting podcasts a week early, gaming articles that are published on Patreon first, a shout out during our break, and more, head on over to patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg and throw us a buck or 5. And last, but certainly not least, help out the party. Subs and bits not only support the stream, but also every 500 bits or a tier 1 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a reroll or system equivalent, and every 1000 bits or tier 2 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a crit or system equivalent. Thanks again for hanging out with us today. The game will be back in just a few minutes.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Guiding bolt your friends. Guiding bolt your friends. It's okay, Soul Bear. It's okay. You can go back and check out the episode and see what happened to the thing that escapes the tomb. You guys know what happened to it. Didn't end very well for it. So, someone had to come clean up the mess.
Hey, we almost killed it again.
You almost did. You did, but then someone else decided, you know what, I'm done with this. Let's
Kill
just,
Stealer.
let's just mist it. Big pillar of fire. Alright. If you guys can't tell, I like fire. Okay. Hence why the angel in the game that my namesake comes from is all about that fire. Alright. So, it is dinner time. Ramen, you're wandering around the castle. You saw him arrive. Pashin... Asir, where are you?
And if it's gotten late enough to retire, then would have retired for a little bit of rest. But yeah.
If you went to your room to take a nap before dinner, I will not bother you.
I'd
No, I'm just trying to see where everybody's at.
Yep.
To see who would have seen Adrian arrive.
I mean, Pashini has been doing zoomies the entire time. Like,
Yeah. Alucard, where are you?
Probably in my room or just like wandering around. Maybe like would have gone to take a rest and then tried to maybe consider talking to Pashini, but then
couldn't find
maybe
her.
thought better of it when they saw the zoomies happening repeatedly.
Okay. Morgan, where are you?
I would have probably wandered around a little bit more watching Pashini and then gotten mentally exhausted from trying to keep tabs on her. And so I more than likely would have retired for
You
a little
notice
bit.
at some point Arlo just is passed out on the floor in a hallway somewhere.
Same.
He is done.
It's fair.
So we'll say for the sake of this, Ramiram and Pashini, since you're wandering about, would have seen a rather radiant angel arrive on the... I'm trying to figure out a way to say this other than flight deck. There is like a landing area up above for those winged creatures that live in this place.
Angel pad?
Angel pad.
Like a
there we
helicopter
go.
pad?
It's an
Yeah,
angel
angel
pad.
pad. Yeah.
He looks as he approaches absolutely massive, but then either there's a trick of the eye, or when he lands he makes himself smaller, normal person sized. But you see this, if I can grab him. I will grab him. I have a visual if I don't knock everything over.
Be careful with how you word that phrasing.
You guys have found my other bat. You see this guy arrive. It's a repaint. I painted a solar mini to look like Nadine's dad.
All right.
But you see, this is Adrian. Say hi, Adrian. Hello, guys. So I have a visual. But yeah, you see this guy arrive. He's got long, beautiful, like copper hair, golden wings, blue robes, and golden armor. Just kind of lands on the balcony and daintily folds his wings like a butterfly, and they're out of sight. His wings are gone. just looks like a man standing there now. Slightly shiny man, but a man. And you two see him land on the balcony.
We're not anywhere close, or are we close?
I will let you decide that.
Because Pashini would have probably, if she noticed it, she would have just gone, "Ooh, I'll go up there and see what's going on."
Does Remoram know who he is?
Yeah. He's been around a long time. This is one of the Morning Lord's archangels. He has been in this area. This is generally where he lives.
Okay.
Yeah, Pashini's gonna be like, go up and just be like, "Oh, apparently you look a lot like Dimple King, but I've never met Dimple King, so you're called Dimple Son. Does that make sense? Because you're like
King.
Dimple King."
Who is Dimple King?
The Night King.
Oh, what? Oh. He's gonna
She's
be...
never met him, but she just assumes he's like him. It's just the sun version.
Somewhere Oberon is offended. Oberon's like, I sense a disturbance in the beautiful force. Anyway,
Yeah, she's just looking up and like.
But yeah, he just looks at you and he's like, hello, tiny horse.
I'm a centaur. I'm a dick centaur. I'm not a horse. See, I have deer hooves. Well, technically I'm an antelope, but everybody else calls me a deer, and it's just easier to explain that I'm actually a deer and not an antelope, but I am an antelope. And see, I have one black hoof, and then the rest is all white.
She's just holding them up.
He's like, he seems very patient and just used to dealing with children, and he kind of just, he has to bend over a lot because he is very tall. Unlike his daughter, he is tall. Nadine is short.
Is Pashini able to figure out that he's related to Nadine?
She looks just like her dad.
Yeah, okay.
Like, straight
like,
up.
You look just like Sunflower. Sunflower is really nice. I gave her hugs.
Oh, you don't mean...
And she
okay.
held me, and she's very nice. I like her.
How old are you? He like bends down and pats you on the head.
I am 21 years old.
Yep, that explains
I
it.
am just an
Okay.
adult.
Sure. Alright, so...
Yeah.
Okay. Hello.
Hello, I'm Pashini. What's your name?
Even though she's already given him a name.
God damn it.
Right.
I am Pashini, or shit.
Bushini, oh shit. There you go.
I think I need to start.
Bushini's
marking-
Irish cousin. Yeah.
This is Pashini.
Wow, you have my name!
I think I
That's
need to
very
start
nice.
marking in my notes how many different deities of god tier level Pashini has just left flustered. Because we need to keep track of this at this point.
I feel like this is a legit thing that's happened. She's just like,
But I'm the only one that's supposed to have my name. That doesn't make any sense. You can't have my name. My name is my name.
Right.
He
Your
doesn't
shits are assholes, man.
My name is Adrian. God damn it.
That's a very nice name, Dimpleson.
We're gonna have to
I
work
don't
on
remember
that.
names very well, so I call things Dimples.
What about
Dimple
Addy?
King. No, you're Dimpleson.
Okay. Alright.
But you're just like kind of like Dimple King, apparently, from what I've heard. But I think that's all like lies and not very nice things, because apparently he gets very angry. But I think he's okay now. I can't remember. It's been a long time, and I haven't heard much from him
Who?
or seen him.
Say the name again.
Dimple King is the Night King.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, if he asks who Dimple King is, she will like pause for a moment and remember that it's the Night King.
Honestly, at this point, he's just like, this is a child making up names for people I don't know nor care about.
Appropriate response.
Yeah. Pashida will then go like, if Nadine's not around to like greet him, she's gonna be like,
I'll go find Sunflower and tell her you're here.
she just goes.
Okay, thank you.
She's already gone before, like you said.
Okay. Alright, that happened. Alright. Just starts walking off the balcony into the castle proper.
Well, when you said off the balcony, I was like, that doesn't sound like it took that little time for him to want to leave.
That was enough for me for today.
Alright,
I'm going back.
I've done my peopling today. I need to go check on Decimus.
My people need me. I need to go.
Bye! Thanks, Maddie. You've got me doing it on phone calls at work.
It's addictive.
I say it at work on phone calls. I shouldn't be doing that.
Not at 911, no.
No, not on I don't do it on 911 line. I do it on regular line. I don't even realize I do it until after I hang up.
It's a dick-dick-diff.
Nope, I'm not gonna say it. We said it enough on the Dump Step stream the other night with the energy. Maddie, did you want to say something? Did you want to talk to him or wait until dinner?
I'll wait. I'm just observing.
He's very regal in his bearing. It's clear that he's used to being in charge, but he's not overbearing about it. He knows he's powerful. He doesn't want to flaunt. He doesn't feel like he needs to flaunt it. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You find Nadine, no problem. Dinner, you guys all eventually get summoned to dinner. It's very nice. Lots of different options. Morgan, it's home food. You're used to it. It's good.
Hashini's sitting on the table.
Big nice. They've put books in a seat for Bashini to sit on. But they're like books that nobody cares about, like phone books, just in case she gets food all over it because they think she's a child. So,
what shocks everyone, she's eating very, like, nicely and elegantly.
But Nadine has given up the head of the table seat and allowed her father to have it. She is sitting to his right, and Naval is sitting to his left. Morgan, you're sitting next to Nadine. The rest of you are around the table. Ram, I'll say you're next to the dark one. Alucard and Nasir, you're next together. Pacini's on the other side of Morgan. Arlo is just laid up on the other end of the table. Sivan is sitting next to Ramaram. It's a nice dinner. There's nice music going. But I need to change.
But no gems?
There's gems for you. They were thoughtful.
Oh, that's good. Delicious.
Just your Nephilim form, just tossing back gems, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. Because I also had the thought of, like, is it just like a slight moment of transformation where the mouth extends to like partial draconic just to make room for how big some of the gems? Because when I think gems, I think like really massive things.
Yeah, they're going to be smaller gems, because
They
he's in a
give him
smaller form.
bite-sized gems.
Okay.
But he's, like his teeth are still just as strong as they would be,
That
Right.
is a thought.
It's less the strength of the ability to consume them, more the mouth strength.
Rah.
That's why I was just imagining the
You're not like
draconic mouth.
putting down giant gems in front of them. It's like, they're like little,
They're little pieces. Nadine
That's
is
a
still.
thought.
I don't know what an ancient gold dragon eats.
There's a little.
no.
They also, because Nadine for some reason just can't get off of it. She put a little like burner thing nearby his plate that's got like a little burner on top, so she could set his plate on top of it, so he could have the gems warm.
Nice and toasty.
Do you want them heated up?
Oh goodness.
I breathe fire. I'm good.
Yeah, but it.
I'm good.
Do you want your gemstones warmed up in the oven? No. But they're cold. Yes. But no. Alright. So, you guys are all sitting around dinner table, eating quietly, discussions going up. You've introduced yourselves to Adrian, and he's introduced himself back. He kind of side-eyes Pashini every now and again.
Surprising everybody that she's eating actually really nicely.
Certainly for visual, Asir is not eating in his armor. He's probably acquired some sort of priestly robe.
Yeah, they would have given you fresh clothing.
Oh yeah, Steve needs water. And probably some like fertilizer or something. And he's probably like right next to Pashini, and Pashini just every so often is just like druid crafting stuff for him to like.
You mean poop?
I
He needs poop.
I don't know what this
Like-
food is that you put in front of me, but
like she's probably druid crafting. Actually, she's probably doing like the growth spell, but in a way where it's like food growth, not the actual growth spell. Steve.
so I don't know what kind of food this is that you have brought before me, but I like it, and thank you, and I hope that food like this comes more often, because we've been on the road a lot, and I've only been alive like a month now, but, I've got peculiar taste. I'm not just a blade of grass anymore. I'm a tree now, so,
You need the best food to grow, and then we go squish the pixies.
I forgot I had a tree over there, and I made use of it.
Asir's just my kind of just kind of been lightly ignored, going, I am just done at the moment. But I'm still done.
I have to think there's just different moments throughout the meal where, like, while Pashini's doing all of that, Alucard's just looking over at Asir and Morgan, and it's just like,
Just like every so often there's like the conversation of squishing the pixies and then squishing like the people who wanted to squish Steve, and it's like going back when he's bigger, but then she's explaining it's got to take him like hundreds and hundreds of years to actually get big enough to do that.
Unless the mother gave him expedited growth.
Yeah.
Expedited growth. Steve's gonna be a monster in like 6 months.
She's like,
Oh,
do you want a swole tree ant guardian to support you? Other druids hate this. Just read this article and you'll find out about how the Earth Mother has given you an expedited tree ant guardian.
He's the best tree ant, and he will grow strong and big, and then he will help me squish the pixies, and I'll help you squish the other things that he wants to squish.
And before Pashini and Steve are the BBEG. Okay. Alright, so Adrian starts discussing, Nadine asks about what's been going on with the Arcadians and Decimus in particular, because she knows what her father's assignment currently is. And he just reports back that there's nothing to report at the moment. Decimus is fine. The rest of the Arcadians, as far as he is aware, is fine from the reports he's gotten. There's been no need for him to intervene yet. So, and they'll explain. The Morning Lord's angels have been given orders to watch and observe and keep tabs, and only intervene when it looks like the Arcadians are going to be out of their league, if they're going to need help. At the moment, he doesn't seem to think that they need help. So, he does not know where Magnus has gone. But while you guys are sitting at dinner, Sivan receives a little animal messenger. And I gotta find my folder of stuff.
I think I shouldn't take a mom off again.
No, this is just the message. As far as you're concerned. There it is. Alright. So you guys see a little bird land on Sivan's shoulder. He talks to it for a minute. He kind of frowns a bit, that Elrond frown. He's pretty much just Elrond. I'm just gonna for all intents and purposes, the man looks like Elrond. He's just Elrond, to make my job easier to describe him. He kind of furrows his brow and frowns a bit, and then looks at Nadine, and in particularly Naval, and holds the paper up that the bird brought and passes it down the table. He hands it off to, because he's sitting opposite Adrian. They're both at the opposite ends of the table. Or no, they're not. He's next to Ramaram. I lied. He passes it to Ramaram to hand to I say the king. He used to be the king. To Adrian. You don't look at it? Okay. It says that Adrian reads it aloud. Because it is in Druidic, but he can understand it. It says that Conquest was seen entering the mountain labyrinth to the north. And he was followed in by what appeared to be a winged being, and he has not come back out.
Then we should make haste, probably. Just.
Virginie raises her hand. She's like, "Question." Because she doesn't want to interrupt.
Is there a minotaur in a labyrinth? Because minotaurs like to be in labyrinths and they're very, very scary.
I'll let Ori look and see if there is a minotaur in this labyrinth, because she doesn't remember.
Because in the Fey realms, there's a labyrinth somewhere. I don't know where. I just heard stories. And there's this giant, massive white minotaur who's like, rawr, and eats things.
If there is...
She just sits there.
Nadine pipes up. If there is a minotaur in this labyrinth, then I do not know about it. There are other things inside of there.
Okay, it's just, I heard some rumors that you can scratch them behind the ears and then they fall asleep.
She just made that up, by the way.
Does this labyrinth have any significance that it must remain intact?
It is an old temple as far as I was aware, but it could have other significance. And she looks at her father and Naval, and Adrian kind of just does this thing a bit, and he's like, that could be a location where one of the lieutenants were hidden, or it could be where Mirandus himself is hidden. I don't. We were not privy to that information. The Arcadians kept that quiet. We just know of locations, not who is in them.
Either way, it sounds like we should head there.
As soon as possible.
How long ago was the spotting?
Doesn't say. The messengers went out a few days ago, though, so probably at least a week.
How far away is this?
Let me go to the map. So this, like I said, the map's not entirely accurate. The castle is actually at the base of the mountains.
Right.
It's probably on the next peak where you guys. So like you guys are on one peak, or like at the base of one mountain. It's on the next one.
Oh, it's like really nearby.
Yeah, it's in the mountain range.
Okay.
Is it like evening or like getting closer?
It's sunset.
Hmm.
Yeah, and you know the sun lasts a little bit longer here, just due to the influence of the two sitting at the table. So you've got probably another 2 hours of low daylight left.
Well, I am itching to leave now. I don't want any more of these lieutenants being raised.
Can everyone here see in the dark?
I can.
No.
No.
Yes.
Okay. We can. Yeah.
We should hurry while the sun is still out.
Yes.
Yes.
Adrian will. Who said they can't see in the dark?
I don't think I can.
Danny can't.
Or maybe I'm lying. I might be lying.
Your Asimar, I think.
Asimar have-
Nephilim. Yeah, they have dark vision.
Yeah.
Asmar has
Yeah.
dark vision.
Okay. Cool.
I have an
Never
item
mind.
for dark vision. I normally can't. I
Uh,
specifically chose that.
Okay.
It's
so-
dark
Dig Dig
vision is good to
Centaur
have.
doesn't have
It's
Yeah.
just
dark vision?
Bashini.
Nope.
Adrian will come over as you guys are getting ready to leave,
She's still like, hi.
and he will pat you on the head, and your eyes feel different after he pats you on the head.
Okay.
He has given you, and I'm totally just ass pulling this right now. What you can put
Well-
on your sheet is the blessing of the Morning Lord. And you have dark vision, I'll say, but he doesn't give you full dark vision. It's like 30 feet.
Yeah.
So you can see, just not far.
And I'm guessing it's kind of obvious to the rest of us that he's doing this.
Yeah, it's obvious he's doing something divine. You don't know
Okay.
how long it's gonna last. It may be permanent. It may just be for the day.
Thank you.
Well, shall we leave now or
Yeah, would you
Not-
like me to fly there?
Right.
and I'll look at Nadine and Adrian, and then lastly Naval, not to skip out or cut dinner short, but this seems urgent, so we should definitely get there to take care of this.
Naval sheaths his stuff. All right, I'm coming. He's like, I can't leave old Magnus in there by himself. So he gets up, and the dean's just, bye guys, come back, please don't die. Adrian's just like, I've got to go, so thank you for dinner. I will catch you later. And he just he doesn't really he's not entirely sure how to interact with this group of people, so he just leaves.
Yeah.
And the dean's sitting there by herself.
Pashini
With
would
Seven.
quickly talk to Steve, and she's just like,
I don't know if there's gonna be more fire, and I don't know if you should come, because I would like you to be much bigger, and then you can end up helping us fight and squish things. But as of right now, you're very,
So-
very tiny,
so you-
and I don't want you to burn.
So you're giving me the important job of staying here and protecting the queen. Yeah, okay, I can do that.
Yes,
I can do
You
that.
You can protect Sunflower.
Okay.
She'll
She's
look
not a
after you very
sunflower,
nice.
but I've seen sunflowers, and she's not one. But I'll watch her anyway.
He just marches over and is just like.
Steve's just sitting in the corner staring at Nadine for hours.
That's not creepy at all.
As Pashini leaves, she's just going to be like,
Look after Steve, please.
she just goes.
Steve's like, I can look after myself, but if you want to stay and keep me company, because, I'm only a month old, so, Well, maybe more than a month, because when I was a blade of grass, I was only 11 days old, and, and then I became a tree.
They're just putting on armor.
Morgan will turn to Nadine and will say, hopefully we'll return. Hopefully we'll return soon and with Magnus in tow.
Pashini's just that, like she's slowed down a little bit because she's been doing zoomies all day. She's like,
I don't want to go because I don't want to go to sleep, but you're making me go.
she's just kind of having a small little tantrum, but at the same time she's going because it's Chomper.
Alright.
So you're just gonna hear her have a little tantrum for a little bit.
So, you guys, just to save time, Nadine waves you off. You guys leave. You head to the mountains. Further to the mountains. You get to the next peak. There is a nice, beautiful, though ancient and decaying stone doorways with an archway. And it's got, again, these angel statues in front of it. Again, on the outside, it is two of the archangels. This time, though, it's not Oriel and Michael. This time, it is Florian and Decimus on the outside. The statues. And they're not moving. Decimus is holding his sword, like so. Florian is Decimus is holding his scythe, like so, and his sword across his back. And then Florian is holding a glaive.
Which one out of the two is the most scariest?
Decimus, for sure.
Yeah. she's gonna wave at the statue. She says,
Hello.
It doesn't respond back.
And she probably has like a small little conversation where it's just like,
You look really cool, and I like that thing, and
she just points at a certain piece on the statue, I guess.
Those of you not conversating with the statue, there is a the door. If you guys want to check out, investigate on the door, or perception on the door.
Perception. Let's see.
Good lord.
Roll 20 does not like me
You
there.
guys are distracted by Pashini.
I'm sorry.
2 rolls, 2 nat ones.
Hold on.
Are you rolling too, Maddie?
I was about to, and then I turned on the Beyond 20 thing. I thought, yeah.
You're using Google Chrome for it, right?
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Huh.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
goodness.
Morgan and Ramaram see this. On the door, you all notice there's some engravings on the door. Morgan and Ramaram, you see engravings of what appear to be angels on horseback. There's 3 on the bottom, and there's 1 in the center, and it is the red horse. It is painted red in the center. You can guess this is probably a door that Magnus has access to, as opposed to the others. But whatever lock was on this door, whatever arcane lock was on this door is gone. And the door is slightly cracked open, probably about this much. It's a stone door, it's just slid slightly open.
Pashini's gonna finish talking with the statue, and she's just gonna turn around like,
The statue says we can go in. See? Because it's open.
She just touches the door.
You're
She
lucky
thinks
the
she's
door's
had a
not trapped.
conversation. That's what I hoped. I mean, if it was trapped, she would do it.
At least on the outside.
Anyways.
No.
Yeah. She pushes the, I'm guessing, a very heavy door.
Pashini is not going to be able to open this door. It's going to have to be one of the stronger people in the group that are going to be able to open
Let me
this
do a
door.
strength check just in
Is
case.
it a case of
Nope.
like Pashini tries to push and then like Alucard can just kind of like pinky poke it and it opens, or do we have to actually strength check this?
It's going to take probably 2 of you to push it open unless the dragon wants to push it open by himself.
All right. Probably not thinking to ask the dragon, to be honest. This is gonna. All right. Look back into it. So strength check.
If someone's assisting you, do it with advantage.
Acer, do you want me to assist you, or do you want to assist me?
I'll assist you.
Okay.
Dean needs
Just a
help
strength,
too.
just a strength check, right?
She's
Yeah.
still
I do not
pushing.
trust roll 20 at the moment. I don't trust it.
One more just in case you get a nat 20. Okay.
Oh, wow.
You
Like
both
some.
managed to push the door open fairly easily. It gives you some resistance, like there's something on the other side of the door. Probably some debris in the floor or something like that, but you managed to get in. As you push it open...
Body.
I don't know, maybe it is a body. You haven't looked yet. As you push the door open, you notice the Florian statue does not move, but the Decimus statue kind of starts to animate and turn and look. And when it sees Naval, it goes back to its position and stops.
Pashini waves throughout that entire thing.
But the other statue does not move.
They like grumble.
That's strange, and I don't know why. So I'm a little worried. But, is it dark on the inside?
It is dark. There's no torchlight inside right now. As
And I will
where you
cast
can
light
see.
on my shield.
This is probably when Pashini realizes that she can see in the dark, and you just hear it like really loudly going,
I can see! It's so dark, but I can see.
and this is before you cast light on your shield. And it's like, I can see more!
So when you get inside, what were you gonna say, Maddie?
Oh, it's going to throw up some dancing lights.
Okay. It makes everything inside absolutely beautiful. You see when you enter the room piles and piles of gold coins and gemstones and
Gemstones? What?
scrolls and books. It looks like a tomb inside of here. Just fancy belongings, just very precious things in this room.
You just hear Pashini go,
Now,
And then there's a long
if
hallway.
I've learned anything, do not touch the shiny things because the shiny things do bad stuff.
Probably.
and she looks at Ram. And she's
I
like,
mean, this
That
is all.
includes you. You do not eat the gems because if you eat the gems, then the ceilings fall down and then we will get squished and die. Except maybe me, because then I would just teleport away to the last place I rested, which is in the castle.
I can. Let's just go.
But yeah, that's what was resisting against the door as you were pushing it open. Just a pile of gems and gold and just valuable things. There's cobwebs and spider webs and dust everywhere. You see footprints in the dust.
Fresh footprints?
And they've not been disturbed since they were made. Closer to the door where the wind and the snow have gotten in, it kind of just has blown some of them apart, but the further in you get, the more undisturbed they are. With the footprints, though, you see on either side of the feet behind just a straight drag mark. Morrigan, on each side, there's just a line. Morrigan, you know this is probably wingtips.
Okay. Alrighty, that does not bode well.
And it's just one
Oh.
single long straight stone hallway. There are torches on the walls, they're not lit.
And how wide is the hole?
Probably about 10 feet.
Does it?
I don't-
Do we see how far down it goes, or?
It starts to curve at about 30 feet.
Oh god, do I take front again?
I can. And Pashini just starts like just
Oh.
hopping.
Shut up. And I'm guessing.
She's not hopping very fast, by the way. So, it depends if one of you wants to overtake her. She will let you, but she's just going because we're all just standing there.
I want to move like stealthily, so I don't want whoever's we haven't seen. And they said nothing about someone leaving, and there's an angel around somewhere. I'm moving
I'm
stealthily.
guessing the armored folk in the front who are less stealthy, and everyone else who can move without clanky armor behind us a good few feet.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm trying to stealth if you want.
I mean, I can also try and stealth. We neither of us sees this going well.
Pass without a trace. Pashini's put one up.
Hey, right on.
Thing, so
I got 26
Oh, I need to roll for
with
Naval.
disadvantage. Thank you, Pashini.
15.
Oof.
16 with pass without a
Goodness.
trace.
I'm a stealthy ass mother. I'm only just being by Morgan.
Alright, so 15, 19, 18, 16, 19, or 29, 26. Naval really is the dark one. It's invisible. No. For the
Both
most
got
part, you guys are quiet. Question mark. There's gold coins all over the floor.
Clink, clink.
Clink,
Clink.
clink, clink.
Yeah, every so often you just hear Pashini go, ooh, that's a nice
You
gem.
hear
Don't touch
water
it.
drip if it wasn't absolutely frozen on the mountain. I need to redo all the maps because I now have the pro thing on Incarnate and I can make snow-covered mountains and trees. So, I need to redo all the maps. But yeah, so you guys get further in and it starts to curve around, like, out and around. Here, I will give you guys. I don't have it in D&D Beyond or on Roll20 right now, but I will screenshot it and post it in the Discord.
Keeping the Holy Avenger out just in case. I sense a trap, and traps can usually mean spells or something terrible, so I'm keeping it out just in case.
You guys have no idea what kind of trap I have
Oh
planned for
no,
you.
it's not a trap.
That's the shape of it that you're starting to get. That's not exactly the layout, but that's the shape of it. The entrance is where you guys see that opening, and it starts to curve around.
Okay.
And chat, I will
Wait, where have you posted
What?
this?
Discord.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's
Oh
Sorry,
boy.
I didn't upload it to Roll20. I suppose I could, but
Oh wow.
that's just the shape of it.
Okay.
That's not the actual layout. But you guys go in and you start going to the right and it starts curving around. And you get the sense that this is either spherical or it's going to make a turn somewhere that you don't know about. But there's different passageways. But the footprints continue down. And it's not just like a flat circle, it's like a spiral down.
Mm.
And there's different passageways that break off. But the footsteps seem to just go, they're like mono track mine. They're just going down the spiral.
Fine. Give you a damn eye out, but following.
Pashini's looking out for a minotaur.
Perception check.
Okie dokie. No.
Nothing.
It's an 11.
You think you hear something? You're not sure what it is. It might be spooky. It might just be the wind coming from the snow in the mountainside outside the door that you just left about 50 feet back.
Yeah.
Just on alert, period, for any noises or anything.
Same.
Alucard, Ramaram.
Oh, sorry.
Nothing.
2 seconds.
There's. It's almost as if this place is actually a tomb. Morgan and Bach and Asir, you don't hear anything either. But Alucard and Ramaram, this place is dead silent. Like, it's not been inhabited by even the creatures that used to roam the halls in a long time, it sounds like. There's no footprints other than the set before you. There's no cobwebs or anything disturbed on any of the passageways. It is silent.
Okay. Definitely keeping it pushing. And following those footprints if they're still there.
So... trying to find the music that I had for this. This one should work. No, that's rain. Ha. I lied. Actually, no, that one works. That one works really well right there. Okay. I forgot I had one for Catacombs in Frozen Wasteland. Okay, so you guys keep following the footprints down further and further. It seems like you're walking forever. It doesn't seem to end at all. The sound of the wind gets quieter and quieter from up above. Eventually, it just fades out into nothing. It echoes periodically. You'll hear it, but you don't even hear water dripping. No mice running around. This place is, again, there's no life here. And as you pass down the passageways, you'll periodically see what you think is a figure down one of the passageways, and you look and there's nothing. You look again, there's someone standing at the end of one hallway, and then you look back and they're not there. Were they even there in the first place?
How far away do we keep seeing these figures appear?
You keep seeing them at the very edge of your vision as you pass down some of these passageways. Okay. So you're not entirely sure how far they are. They look pretty distant near the end of the hallways, but... almost as if they're not really there, or if they're there, they're...
drifting in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case, if at any point see them at the edge of our vision, which I imagine must be around like 60 feet, I do want to try and use Divine Sense to see if I can pick up anything.
Okay. Roll Perception if you're looking for one right now.
Quick question. We haven't had a long rest yet, have we? Because it was just after meeting the Oreo.
No, you haven't. Oh, well,
yeah,
you've
okay.
had... No, you've had a long rest.
Okay. Alright.
You guys flew straight...
sure.
Because all you guys did, you had the long rest, and then you healed the dragon, and then you flew to the castle, and then...
Yes,
A long rest while on.
So you
Doesn't
pretty
help
much...
pick up
Oh, yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we did fight the dude in the basement area.
No, but we slept in the temple right before we ran into Ramaram.
Yeah. You guys
At
slept...
least
No, this
one
is
night.
this is at the palace, at the castle I'm talking about. Because then we went straight to dinner.
No,
you didn't
we
fight
did
anybody at the castle.
Nope. Anyone at the castle. We fought that before
The archangel, the lieutenant dude.
That was before you met the dragon.
That was before we met the dragon. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, that's
You've
right.
had a couple long rests since then.
Yeah.
One couple.
So listen.
Yeah. Then how come I've got 2 healing spots?
Yeah,
I
fix
don't
your sheet. Yeah, you've had a long rest. The only person who should have wasted a spell slot is Asir, where he healed the dragon.
Because we had a long rest while on the dragonflight.
Oh yeah, well then you should have everything.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you've had 3 long rests since then. But yeah, you don't pick up anything with that. What's your passive again? 16? I don't have my notebook.
Yeah, passive is 16,
16.
and I don't know if the divine sense specifics help at all.
Can you throw that up for me?
Should be in the chat right now.
Yep.
I'm reading it. I'll say that perception doesn't matter then with that, sorry. I misunderstood. But, as you're walking down further and further, you do, when one of the figures pops back into existence again. It's not evil. It's not good. It just is. It's probably, it's some sort of spirit.
Is it undead?
Yes, it's a ghost. It's some sort of ghost. But it doesn't seem like it's...
It's not hostile, at the
No,
very
it's not
least.
hostile, but it's not a friend. It's just
there. It exists.
It's curious that something is down here that's not...
It's not actively, like, trying to defend something. It's more just wondering, like, who has disturbed it. That's more akin to what it's doing.
Yeah, it's just watching. It's just curious. It's trying to figure out what's going on. But it doesn't want to get close, or it can't get close. Because you do have two holy beings in the party.
Yeah, in that case, I'll just tell everyone that I do see, I do sense that there's dead here, but they don't seem interested in picking a fight or anything with us. So I don't think we should antagonize them if we can avoid it.
I like
That's
ghosts.
right.
Some ghosts are very nice, and some are very lonely, and they like to have a nice chat.
It disappears again as you keep going down.
Let's just press on.
The further you get, you finally get down to the bottom of the spiral to a landing, and there is an iron door. Instead of a stone door, there is an iron door that is
open?
shut. But the footprints
Locked?
end there. You can try it.
I'll check the traps first.
Good boy.
Oh,
You don't
I-
find anything.
oh goodness.
Well, I don't see anything. And I'll check to see if it's locked.
Okay. It's not locked.
Not locked.
Can we
Oh,
hear? I mean, it's iron, so but still, can we like hear anything coming?
Wait,
From
is it
it or
actually
through it?
iron?
It is an iron door.
I'm guessing Pashini does not like that.
Nope.
Yeah, Pashini is probably like 20 feet away back, like away from you instantly because of the iron door.
But we found something
not
that
like
Pashini
that.
will not go to. Okay. And I'll press my ear against the door and see if I can hear anything on the other side, maybe.
You hear someone moving what appears to sound like papers being shuffled around. Or it's either papers or feathers. It's papers or wings.
I think I hear wings inside. Papers or wings. We shouldn't take the risk. Do you want to lead this one down the guard?
Cracks knuckles.
Pashini's like,
I am not going past that door. I am not touching that door. I am not going. You can't make me.
Well, then we lead you here, Pashini.
Okay. I can just sit and wait.
If we die, it's
Already
your
my
fault.
bow at this point.
If we die, it is
she
your
won't
fault.
go past that iron door. That iron door just, for her, all her senses are just off. Like she does not like it at all.
Start trying to open the door.
Okay. You open the door, and who's all touching the door?
It's just me at this point.
Yeah.
I need you to make a wisdom save.
Oh no.
Oh, shit on me.
Hope you're all ready to fight a battle master, everybody.
Oh no.
Maybe not.
You're good.
Hey.
I knew getting trained in this was a good idea. I took resilient for wisdom for a reason.
You're good. You feel something weird, but you're not sure what it is, where it came from.
Nothing takes hold. Right?
Nothing takes hold. You feel something just bad try and take hold, but it just rolls off you like nothing.
Hey, Seer. It was trapped.
But traps. Someone else should have gone.
Magical. Whatever it is, something does not want us here.
Yeah,
It might have good reason for
And
it.
that's why you don't touch iron doors.
Let's just go in.
For once, I agree with her.
Yeah.
Keep opening the door. Pulling the Holy Avenger out as well.
Okay. You open the door, and inside you see Magnus.
Okay.
He's perfectly fine, healthy, intact. He's got wings on his back, though, which is different. You guys thought he was a vampire. He might be.
Magnus?
Hi, Jumper.
She's just echoing her voice throughout the thing.
Why are you lot down here? How
You
did you
did
find
not-
this place?
You did not respond to our sendings.
Okay. So there's a thing on the doors to keep those things from happening inside of here. I couldn't receive anything. There's a spell to prevent messages coming in and out of this.
Assist gonna insight that. So
He's not lying.
that's a shit roll. Yeah.
You sort of set off some alarms when you went missing. Is everything okay? What is this place?
This is one of the, my brain just died. This is not Magnus being shady, this is Ori trying to remember words. This is one of the armories, for lack of a better way to put it.
For against.
It's mine. It is my armory. The four of us have armories, though there is a tomb down here for one of the lieutenants, but I've checked it. He's still there. You can go look if you'd like, and he motions. There's a sarcophagus in the center of the room. It's sealed. It's got a clear crystal top. There is an angel asleep inside of it.
Something else.
So, but there is an angel inside of it,
Yeah,
correct?
There's an angel inside of it.
Oh crap!
I'm gonna get move close. I'm gonna move closer and just have a look.
Nothing suspicious. There is a sleeping angel inside of the sarcophagus. Magnus is continuing to go through papers on a desk. Or on a stone table, rather.
What are you searching for?
And the angel, sorry. The angel's like not familiar at all or anything like that.
No, this is an old angel. Ramaram, you would probably recognize this as just a lieutenant. This is not a archangel at all. This is an Arcadian angel, but it is not an archangel.
Maybe we should destroy the body. You know, remove the threat once and for all.
If you open it, it's going to have problems.
I'm sorry. When did you get wings?
Yes, that. Okay, so not the vampire thing is part of. Okay, so the horsemen. I know you know of the horsemen.
Yes.
We were, well, except that one. The rest of us were angels that were sent down in the disguise of vampires to keep watch. And I don't normally use this form. I prefer the vampire form, to be honest, but it's easier to fly this way.
Keep watch.
Mm-hmm.
Keep watch on this situation. And then she kind of just like
That and other situations, we are the ones who are to prevent the end of times, but also be the ones to bring it when it is time, when the gods order us to do so. That order has not been issued yet, so therefore this needs to be stopped.
Are you aware of what has happened to Florian?
I am aware. That's why I'm down here.
How may we help?
I apologize for concerning you with my well-being, but I assure you everything has been fine. Though, I assume Nadine was concerned.
Not just Nadine. A lot of powerful people were very concerned.
Like Dimple-san.
as well as Alexander.
Yes, Chomper is in here. You can come in. It is okay.
There's an iron door. You don't understand. I don't like iron. It hurts.
Then don't touch the door. The door is open.
It's not that simple. There's too much iron.
You cannot
Doesn't
teleport
work
away?
like
Just
that.
imagining Pashini like 40 feet away down the hallway just yelling.
Yeah, that's basically what she's doing. And she's like, technically, how big of a room is?
It's a fairly large room that they're in. So you could get in there and be fine.
I'll walk out there. I'll pick her up in my hand, and I'll just dimension door back into the space.
Okay.
Yeah, like for Pashini, it's like iron. She wouldn't teleport willingly into a room that there's obviously been an iron door.
Like, you don't have to pass by the iron, and I'll get you
Aw,
out the same. Okay.
Dragon,
No.
The dragon has a soft spot.
She just like hugs Ram around. She does not like iron weapons she can deal with because it's a little different. There isn't like so much of it, but that iron door is like she is not going near it. It's like it's basically poison and death to her. But I'm guessing the party doesn't know much about the Fae, so
I do, though.
yeah.
How may we help you there, Magnus? You must be searching for something.
Just looking for anything that might tell us who their next target's going to be. I've been down here for about... What day is it? He is a week late, by the way, getting to Nadine.
And we pass that on.
Oh. Yeah, now I can see why there's concern. Okay. So, I've been down here for like 3 weeks almost, then, probably. I really need to go back outside. Alright.
And you say this is an armory?
Oh, yes, there's...
Just for you? And
No, this is for me to supply one of my armories anyway. I as you are probably aware, I am Conquest.
Yes. We have
That
found
one
out.
right there is War, so we have plenty of armories around to supply our soldiers should we need to. So
Well, this situation is already very bad as it is, and
it's not irreparable.
no, but I would think that any additional aid would be a wise precaution. But of course, this is your armory.
This one will be remaining sealed. We will. I will get you more when we get back to the castle or the house or my actual residence. I have better things there than in here. Hint, hint. Go to Magnus's actual house. Get better weapons.
Get some stuff.
No, I'm just looking for who their next target might be. And he starts flipping through papers, and then he realizes something. He looks at Naval, and then he looks at Morrigan. And then he looks back between them both for just a second. And it just dawns on him. Did you leave Nadine alone?
No, she's got Steve. Steve's looking after her. Steve's very strong.
Her father is there.
He left.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Fuck. Well.
And do we know about how far we are underground?
You're fairly deep.
Okay, so
Bashini, take us back.
I can't do that, but I have an idea. And she just poofs.
She uses her a little escape.
This is bad.
Fuck,
this is so bad. Oh no.
The last place that she rested
is so
in the
bad.
house.
Oh no.
She can only do
so
herself,
bad.
right?
Yeah,
Can she
sadly,
get
it's
back?
only herself. She
I
basically
think we will
goes
run.
to where she last rested.
Just in the bag.
Oh crap.
Magnus just this like brief moment of fuck, and then shuffles all the papers back, looks over at the sarcophagus, makes sure he's still good, smacks some statues. You guys see in this room there is an Oriole statue and a Michael statue standing guard on the other side of the door.
Mm-hmm.
He touches both statues. They come to life and move over to the sarcophagus and just stay there.
Mm.
Guessing we start running.
He pushes you out
Yes.
the door. I can get us there, but we need to get further up out. There's mostly, aside from the fey fuckery that just happened, there's no teleporting in and out of here. I don't know how she did that, but I need to check the wording apparently. But we need to get out of here. So no long distance teleporting, i.e. the teleport spell won't work to get out of there.
Okay, let's go. We have to go.
Yep.
Ginny's one only takes her to where she last rested, which is in a bed somewhere.
Did you rest though? Did you rest though at the castle? Because the last place I recall you getting rest was on the dragon's back.
Well, that's going to be
true.
interesting because she's going to probably end up flying, turn into like what's the fastest flying thing that she can become?
But
But you would know
you know
that,
what?
though.
Just for shits and giggles, I'll say that you got a short rest at the castle.
Yeah. Yeah, to be honest, she probably would have been just like rested and then started zooming. So.
All right, so you guys, Magnus can't teleport you until you get pretty much out of the upper door.
Going.
Booking it. Yeah, just booking it.
And Naval is running ahead of the rest of you. Like, he's like, well, fuck, like the whole time.
Oh crap! I don't know why.
But totally
Okay.
you guys didn't
Entirely
see the
our
trap
fault.
that I had coming.
Crap. And I thought about saying to Naval to stay, but I didn't say it. I don't know why. I hate myself. Ugh.
Not entirely our fault.
No.
Magnus should have been keeping track more. But
No,
Oh, crap.
Magnus was distracted trying to figure out how to keep more of the Arcadians from dying. He had other things to do. He should have told Nadine where he was, but
Crap. Yeah, no, we're just like, booking it out of here, cause
the entire tomb is just filled with clanky armor sounds for like a good couple of minutes.
the ghost is freaking the fuck out. It's like, I don't like all this noise.
Morgan is honestly probably keeping pace
Okay.
with Naval, or
Okay.
trying to anyway.
I was
She is like
do I have
booking
that
it
spell
out.
prepared? Holy shit. I do. We'll see if my thing works.
Right.
Depending on what's going on.
You guys eventually make it up to the top. Magnus gets everyone together and starts to make a teleport spell. That's going to take a minute, so Pashini.
Yes. She is going to... She's probably ended up in her room. She instantly charges out of her room, and she's going to go to the last place that she saw Nadine, which is...
Like, Sivan was there and everything, right? Or no?
Sivan was there, but Sivan probably went back to his study after dinner. Nadine probably, as you know, would have gone to her own rooms just to relax. Sivan's not going to follow her around all day.
I mean...
So, Pashini, where are you going?
Yeah. Would she know, because obviously through her, like, running around the
you know where it is by now after your 5 hours
she
of
probably
zooming
would.
around the castle.
And she probably would have seen Nadine in her office. Or in...
She's in her little sitting room with she usually goes in there to sit and read a book.
Okay. That's where she will go.
Okay.
Because that's probably where she's seen Nadine the most. So yeah, she will instantly bolt there.
Alright. You get in there and you find in the room a few scattered golden feathers on the floor.
No.
In that room. They kind of lead into another room.
Okay, she goes to the other room. She follows the scattered feathers.
The scattered feathers eventually start to have just a little bit of blood on them.
Oh. Yeah, she keeps going. She's not saying anything throughout this whole thing. She's being like silent for Pashini, as in voice-wise. But she's just running.
And
60 feet each time.
You get into another room, and there's just another single long golden feather in the middle of a used-up teleportation circle.
Okay. She's gonna pick up one of the feathers.
Okay.
Does she? Because she knows with the lieutenant about the whole feather summoning thing.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't know if that works with Nadine.
You can try it.
She's gonna try it.
Are you burning the feather?
Yeah, she's burning the feather.
It goes up like flash paper. Nothing.
I'm guessing nothing happens.
You get the sense that they have to will it into the feather for that.
Okay.
Well, the Nephilim, the Archangels, the angels are a different story, but the Half-Bloods kind of have to make it happen.
So, is there, like, through Pashini's exploring, even in unlocked places, is there a place that she probably has seen of Nadine? Like, her room or an office or a place that she kind of she saw and then probably like, nope, I don't want to mess with that, and just like run off type of deal. That
what are you looking for?
She's specifically looking for a possible feather or something that she could bring Nadine to her. Like a fail-safe.
The only thing you find is Arlo looking around for his mama.
Oh. I'm guessing Steve's not there either.
Steve's gone.
Okay.
You don't find a feather to summon her with. You don't find any sort of recall stuff. You find her swords. You find a pair of scimitars just there. You find her mace. Her Morning Star is there. In its weapon rack, untouched. There's a dagger on the floor that she probably just keeps on her person. They probably fell during whatever struggle may have happened. Because it's clear there was some sort of a fight.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, alright.
And the rest of you arrive at this point, just outside of Nadine's chambers, and you see the door kind of ajar and feathers just laid about all over the floor.
Pretty sure that at this, I'm pretty sure I see her and like I was leaving a charge inside.
Pashini kind of just probably runs past though. She's like, I need to sleep. I might have an idea. I need to sleep. I need to sleep. I need to sleep. I need to have a rest. She's just gone. She's gone to her room. I'm hoping it works. And she, if the party lets her do her thing, she's gonna go to sleep. She's gonna have a long rest, and she's gonna cast Dream, and she's going to see if she can contact Nadine.
Alright, what are the rest of you doing?
Because first off, the initial thinking, I said, really isn't nothing there.
So,
I just stopped for a moment.
looking like, okay, so you said there's a used teleportation circle.
Mm-hmm. It's used up and broken.
Used up and broken. Is this something that looks like it was drawn there just now, or is this something that she would have already had in her room?
No, this is not of her making.
Oh, crap. Hmm.
And Steven is unaware as far as he's probably down in his rooms, didn't hear a thing.
I'm going to my room.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Yep. I was gonna save it, but I'm gonna do it.
What are you doing?
I'm using the feather.
Okay. Oh.
I'm using the feather.
Okay.
The one that Pashini's been looking for.
No, this is a different feather.
This is a different feather. I'm using the feather.
Oh. Okay. While that's happening, what are the rest of you doing?
Initially, it's just stand there, then the kind of grip on his warmer shifts, and just, no, not again.
Naval is pacing.
And at this point, it's more of a, you know when you get that angry, you just throw something in your hand. That's, well, Warhammer goes flying as he just goes to his knees and just, no.
Naval is quietly, furiously pacing.
Not again. Again.
Who did this?
If you guys want to investigate the magic circle, you can figure that out.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Or Arcana. Arcana or investigation. I don't know which one that would be.
Well, I guess either one, really.
Yeah.
Well, mine are the same either way, so.
Oof.
Oh, wow.
Also, Naval, as you guys are doing this, just gently picks up some of the feathers and just puts them in his breastplate.
Oh, there you go.
I assume it was over.
It bears the same markings as what you know of the Miranda's cult, the operatives.
And I expressed that.
Naval's
And
like, "Alright, I'm
it-
going to kill him. I'm going to kill every one of them.
And it's something like I've never seen a seer angry before, but this is beyond anger.
Alright. Morgan.
Alucard.
Or, go ahead, sorry.
No, Alucard's just gonna go and pick up the thrown warhammer and then just hand it back to Aesir. Not now. No, Aesir. Aesir, not
Yes.
now. Save it for when we find her alive and take care of this. Be angry when it's helpful, not now. Otherwise, it won't mean anything. Get everyone we can, and we'll fix this.
You
What we
are
can
right.
do.
Magnus is currently talking, it seemingly to himself, but he appears to be having a conversation, more than likely with Adrian at this point, to give him an update. Morgan, are you burning the feather?
Burning the feather.
Alright. All of you, because all of you, as soon as she burns this feather, you feel just a presence show up in the castle. Presence that you've all felt before. Even you, Gramaram. This is an old, familiar friend of yours. The Archangel Decimus is now in the castle. Yes, dear.
She's gone. Something happened. I was stupid, and Naval should have stayed with her. Nadine's been taken. She's gone. There's blood in her room, and there's a teleportation circle, and I don't know what to do. I need to find her.
Now, what have I always taught you? Keep your head calm down. Let's go check it out. Keep your head calm, and he, like, pats you.
And I step back from his touch. Not about her. I can't keep my calm. Not about her. I need to find her.
Freaking out is not going to help. You know this.
What do I need to do?
Come upstairs with me and we'll check this out. And he just leaves the room and goes up to Nadine's room. He's not gonna continue to console.
I take a minute, try to calm myself down, and then I'll take a deep breath and then just leave the room and go back to hers.
You guys see entering the room the full glory of Decimus.
I think at this point, I think Esther's just kind of accepting from Alex, just on one knee and just praying.
Magnus and Naval both kind of dip their heads a little bit when he walks in acknowledgement that he is their superior. So, looks like we've got a bit of a problem. They've got their hands on not just a Nephilim, but a very volatile one. They could have taken Naval, they could have taken Morgan, but they took Nadine. So, let's try and figure out where they're at, because if they get Nadine's power, then we're having some issues. So, Oriel's already having trouble, so. You guys, aside from Asir, have no idea what he means by that. Asir, you can assume the seals are having issues.
And so you can realize that and starts casting scrying. That's what we can think to do at the moment.
There you go. See? Keeping our heads in a situation would be helpful. It's hazy. It takes you a minute to find something. And Pashini, you see the same stuff as you're asleep. You and Asir both see the same thing. Nadine, chained in a room, out cold. She's alive, but she's out.
Oh, if she is complete.
She's
if
not
she
asleep.
is completely. Oh.
She's not asleep. She's unconscious.
Yeah, so she's not dreaming.
Mm-mm. But also,
Can
you
we
see
s-
that much.
Can we see
Is she
anything
able
about
to
the room?
locate Steve?
It's just a stone room.
No door we can see?
Not from the angle that you're looking, no.
Is Pashini able to locate Steve?
There's conspicuously no window that's allowing sunlight in. And there's no Steve.
Okay. So either he's off somewhere doing something or he got burnt to a crisp. Alright. You know what? I think Pashini's gonna go talk to the other one that she was originally going to dream about before she went on a little adventure, and she's just gonna have a chat. So she's gonna start like dream walking and see if she can actually.
Okay.
Okay. But it's like for her, she's not gonna be talking about Nadine or anything. It's just she's been meaning to do it for a while.
Before that happens, I need Pashini to make a wisdom save.
Yay, fun. 17. Ugh.
Oh shit.
She gets corrupted.
Oh shit.
Or she dies.
What was it? 7? Oh shit.
17.
Okay.
Fun. Already typing. If this is the corruption, this is the second character that's been corrupted. But this is gonna be like 10 times worse.
You don't notice anything right now.
Okay. That's fine.
I will pick up with that part, that conversation, when we start next week, because that's going to be a longer conversation. But yeah, Asir, you see her chained up in a room. There's clearly no sunlight in the room. It is dark. The only light is the faint glow of her halo. So she's alive.
Come out and report all that. Thank you.
Naval looks at Decimus. I'm going to kill every one of them. I'm going to kill every single one of them. Magnus is just quiet. Decimus, do what you need to do. We can't let them get a hold of that power. That power gives access to another power, and that would end badly for all of us. You see in Nadine's room, all of you as well, you see, similar to the shrine to the Arcadians that you saw before, a very similar shrine, again with the light hitting it. There are now 2 more lights out that are not lit. You don't know if that means they're dead. That just means the seals probably are broken.
Which ones are they?
It is Saraya's. Hold on, let me get back into it. I clicked out. You see Soraya's is out, Florian's is out, and Cynthia's seals are out. They're not lit up. The only ones that are lit up are Orpho, Decimus, Oriel, and Michael. And the Oriel one, all of you notice this at this point, it is flickering.
And I stand to Magnus and go, yes, I think equipping ourselves for end of times may be of utmost importance at this point.
I would say so.
Thank you, Alucard. I lost myself for a moment. Thank you.
Do we know where the other lieutenants are?
we've got notes back at the Crystal Citadel. I'll need to get permission to take you there, Decimus says. We don't generally allow non-angels to go there for a good reason. But get yourselves ready to go. Give me about 5 minutes and I'll be back, Decimus says. And poof.
I'm gonna take a look at the circle again, and then if there are any gold feathers left, I will casually.
There's a few on the floor. Naval picked up most of them, but
I will casually slip one into my pocket.
okay.
Looking for Pashini. I want to make sure she's.
Yeah, Pashini's locked the door, by the way. Just so you're aware, she would have locked the door.
Alucard, I want you to make me a perception check when you get to Pashini's door. Pashini, you can tell Pashini's in there, and she's probably asleep, but you also feel just something wrong. Just in the area of her room. Something's wrong.
Alucard breaks down the door.
I'll say you do it without trouble.
It's just fury and rage. Like, Alucard was keeping it together while Aesir was around, because they know they can't lose. Like, if you get sucked up into that, we're gonna lose focus and just. But the moment that she thinks that Pashini might be hurt, he immediately goes into a rage and just breaks the door to make sure there's.
She's not hurt. There is a mark on her though.
She's just sleeping.
There's a mark on her forehead.
Yeah. She's doing a similar. You reckon like there's like a similar like haze of like what she did with Remaram when she did the whole dreamscape thing. That's what she's doing right now, and that's probably what you get the idea of when she said, "I have an idea," and that's why she ran into her room. But yeah, so that's what she's doing currently. She's just fast asleep. She's knocked out.
It's a like a purplish arcane mark on her forehead, purple black looking mark. That's where the energy is coming from. But she's otherwise fine. As far as you can tell.
Avalon, what are your intentions from here?
Who are you talking to?
The dragon.
Oh.
I am tired. This has been a lot of activity. I don't know. I would assist you. I don't have the energy for that anymore.
Yes. Well, thank you for the aid you have given.
What I will do, though, is, if needed, I can stay here. And
Sivan comes into the room at this point while you say that.
But I'm too old to go gallivanting around the world.
Well, if we survive this, I will help you find your people if you have not found them along the way.
We can do some research while you stay here. Mr. Dragon.
Thank you.
Sivan looks like he's controlling whatever emotion he's got going on very well. He's very attached to Nadine. In events that she is removed from her position, she has ordered me to be regent until she returns. So anything that the order needs from us will need to go through me until she gets back or is found. So if you need help, just ask. He starts cleaning up her room.
And after saying that, Ramon will he'll reach a hand out to Asir, just kind of grab his arm a little bit, just really gently. Just, thank you. Thank you for what you did. I'm eternally grateful.
It was a gift to you. You have nothing to be grateful for.
I wish you all luck.
I fear we will need it and more.
You guys get inspiration from the dragon.
Already got inspiration from the deity.
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
how used it.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting I have an inspiration. I probably could have done inspiration on the corruption thing, but oh well.
But yeah, we will call it there.
I was gonna ask.
No.
Oh, go ahead. If you got something else.
No. I was just gonna ask if, just as the last thing, to do divine sense around the mark, and then afterwards just try and not repair the door, leave the room, and go fetch Asir after that to bring.
It is dark. It is an evil mark. Whatever Pashini's doing, she's poked something she shouldn't have poked.
Poke.
Okay. And knowing that, Alucard will leave the room, try and close the door as awkwardly as a broken down door.
The servant standing in the hallway with a tray of food, just like, oh my god, not again.
But it'll probably I imagine both to add the like awkward humor and sadness of it. Alucard like breathes steadily to calm himself down, and then like punches the wall and leaves an indent, and then just walks, and that's when the servant comes by, and it's like, God
when you
damn
close
it.
the doors, clonk. Like, it is loud. The servant's just like, oh my god, I don't want to fix that. But yeah. Do you need to talk to Asir before we end, or?
I think that's gonna be a longer conversation.
Okay. All right.
That's gonna be us being mad for like 20 minutes straight.
Oh yeah, probably.
You guys might get to go see the Angel City next week.
Oh, don't tempt us.
If Decimus gets permission from the big boss. So, yeah, that's all I've got for today. You fell right for my trap.
I know, I should have said. Everything in me told me to say, hey, Naval, don't get up. Stay here. But I did not say it. Oh, I'm so mad at myself right now. It's the worst.
What's the proper phrasing for this episode? Just taking a straight L? There's no win. There's
no win.
There is just straight loss.
Oh, I'm so mad at myself.
This is strike 2 for us, by the way. Fucked up with the Planetar.
Is the worst.
I know, you didn't fuck up the Planetar.
Alucard's still taking that one as a fuck up.
No, you guys won that.
And there was like everything, especially like screaming when Ori was like, and yep, Nadine's just sitting there alone. And I was like, oh crap, this is bad. This is really bad. No, everything will be fine. She wouldn't do that. Oh crap. No,
the moment you say that about a DM, that's the moment where you have already failed. That's where you've fallen for the worst thing possible.
I promise good things will happen next session, I promise. I'm sorry.
Oh crap.
I'm sorry.
Oh, man. That's rough.
Was it good?
It was good. It was really good. I'm hurting, and that's how good it was.
Yeah, same.
I'm in
at
pain.
like full crisis of faith mode already. I just got back into faith, and I'm already going through crisis, which probably means
the
it's gonna
worst.
stick.
The worst.
God damn it! I was like, oh great, ghosts. Okay, it's gonna be, or it's like Magnus. I was like, the whole time we were with Magnus, I was like,
I'm like, oh, okay, no, this
Wrong.
isn't really
Something's
Magnus.
wrong.
This somebody.
I
This is like somebody pretending to be Magnus,
exactly.
or right.
I was like getting ready to ask Ari, would Alucard know, given our previous interactions, precisely what Magnus should register as? So like if I use Divine Sense and he
If
should
you use
count as
Divine
undead.
Sense on him, depending on what form he's in, he'll be undead or
Okay.
divine. But either way, he shows up as good.
And I'm like, okay, crap. She said something about the sarcophagus. Let me check the sarcophagus to make sure that there's actually someone I don't recognize in there.
Bait and switch. Bait and switch.
Oh.
God damn it, Ari. I love you. Actually,
Oh.
very good.
What'd you say?
Oh,
I was like bait. I said bait and switch. Then I said I hate you, Ari. And then I said no, actually I love you. That was very well done.
Oh, jeez.
I tipped my horns to that.
I was
Um,
like, you want to know funny part about that? I had no plans for the session until this morning, 5 minutes before I went to bed. I literally wrote like 3 sentences down of the bullshit that I was gonna pull today.
I'm dead. Oh, crap.
Damn it!
I'm literally
let's
dying
do
on the
our-
inside
let's do
right
our
now.
outros while we still have functioning brains. Processing that.
I love you guys.
Alucard's just gonna be worried about Pashini the entire time now.
I was literally supposed to nap after this. Now I'm gonna go stare at a wall.
Oh, trust me, I expected this. I knew what was coming. So
I make one of us.
Well, I think Pashini knew it was coming in regards to Pashini. I don't think she knew what was coming in regards to me.
like when the corruption thing, when she showed the corruption, I was just like, yeah, okay.
It's gonna be
I
me.
kind of figured that's gonna be Pashini. So I was like, okay. Knowing Ori and having played with Ori, it's like I know
love
exactly
that.
what's
I
going
love
on.
that corruption table. You should know this by now.
I know.
Oh.
Well, I already knew. I was like, the second that you showed, I was like, yeah, okay.
God, my eyes hurt. All right. Okay. Who wants to go first? Because my brain's dead now.
I'll go first. I'm Nikki Picker on all social media, and that's pretty much it. I do art sometimes, which shows up on my Twitter sometimes. I've got some projects coming up. There will be some really cool stuff for Dungeon Masters in around February, late January. And I've got some exciting projects as well coming up that I can't really talk about with Ori.
I will make a brief mention of it when I do my outro. But who wants to go next?
I will. I'm Philip. Or you can find me at Because Rafa on Twitter. You can find me most Monday evenings playing Vampire the Masquerade on the Blood and the Thames channel on our game Blood and the Tamesis. For this coming Monday, it's our mid-season, mid-book break, so we're going to be having a one-shot where we're all playing average mortals, and my god, our character sheets are so we're gonna die. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We get people back, and I've got a little I've got a little thing coming up as well. Hopefully that's gonna be on Wednesdays. I can't say anything more about that. Aside from that, if you are in the UK and going to Dragon Meet in London on the 30th, I will be there, and I would love to see you there if you can make it, because it's awesome.
Hi, I'm Ray. I'm barely functioning. You can find me on most social media. On Twitter as Ray Transitional. Everywhere else, usually Crystallize me. I am all around the Welcome to the Party Discord and the Welcome to the Party channel on a few things here and there. Gosh, I'm distracted. Anyway, that's it.
Next.
So, hi everybody. I'm Angela. that. I'm trying to remember I'm filled with. I have so many feelings and rage that I'm struggling to remember my Twitter name.
You guys don't know how happy that makes me.
Damn it.
I am so angry with myself right now. Like,
Okay, I'm at Phoenix24Fem on Twitter. I am Philosophem on Patreon, where I just posted 2 new poems after a bit of a month-long break and writer's block because of a lot of family and health-related stuff. But yeah, that's going strong, and I'm on the Welcome to the Party Discord, where I also run a 5e campaign for an all-POC player group, where I will also hopefully achieve a similar effect of causing my players to be frustrated at what I have unleashed upon them. My players, if you are watching this, you know exactly what I'm capable of, and it's hopefully somewhere near as good as Ari has made me feel. I can't look at Maddie doing this without thinking Ari's somehow usurped Palpatine and going, ultimate power!
Do it.
Do it.
Basically.
Hi, Maddie.
Hey. I'm Maddie, aka So Many Games. It was a pleasure to come hang out with these folks and get to play a gold dragon. That was awesome. But yeah, you could find me over on my Twitch channel. I host talk shows like Game Master Chats and a new show called Backstory. New episode is this Sunday. I'm sitting down with at Yoramir, and we'll be talking about his backstory. And later today, few hours from now, I'll be playing Threads of Fate with my Friday night fam. We've been playing this game for almost 2 years. We are down deep in the waters of the abyss, like the bottom layer of the abyss, right? And we crossed over Tarask without harm, but now my character Nox is being grappled by a kraken, and that's where we ended last episode. But he did get a really awesome book, like
Casually being grappled by a kraken.
just casually being grappled by a kraken. You know how you do, when you're like 17th level and you've been through Barovia and all the other stuff. So yeah, so that'll be fun. We're doing that tonight. We've got NPC Bree as a long-term guest with us right now, and she's awesome and a lot of fun to play with. And then Wednesdays I play over there. Every other Monday I play over at Fem NPC, the Neverland and the Impossible Boy game, and So Nerdware. It's like my life. So the t-shirt sale is probably about to end. I think I'm probably going to end that this weekend sometime. So buy one get one 35% off. And no, for real, I could really use some sales. Hardcore. And Ari, I am finally getting back with my group because we're starting a podcast. I'm running a campaign based in Dragonlance, based in Dragonlance, and Ari's doing the art for us. And we've got one more character coming, and then I'll put it out there with everybody, and really excited for that. Yeah, so thank you for having me. You guys are awesome.
You're welcome. Thank you for playing the wonderful gold dragon. But yeah, I am the Lady Ori with all the underscores and the proper places that I can never remember. My brain's dead right now. I'm sick. And jet lagged. And I think I broke people today. Which I think I broke Blood Mage yesterday too. Apparently I have a habit of breaking my players. But yeah, so you can find me here on Fridays. You can find me on my channel on Saturdays and Mondays with D&D. Mondays is the Shadows and Starlight All Fae game. It is on season break right now. We start season 2 on the 18th. Monday, we'll be running a one-shot. We'll be playing Weekend at Strahd's. It's going to be great. On that note, we have... Bashini, shit. On that note, we are working, some of us for the Shadows and Start the Game, we are working on a little project that hopefully I can put some more information out in the next, probably, I'd say probably 2 months or so once we get more done on it. We're working on a campaign setting guide for the Fey worlds and for this world, because this world is part of that universe. So I will be including stuff for this game in that book. So, as soon as we can put more information out about that, we will. But right now we're just in the beginning stages, so we're just working on the bare bones and getting everything where we sort it out, and then we're going to be fleshing it out. So it's going to take us a little while, but I'll put out info when I can. Just go look at my Twitter or the Shadows and Starlight Twitter. I don't know which one. We'll probably use that one. Shadows and Stars on Twitter is the official Twitter for that. But yeah, I don't have much more than that today. Thank you guys for watching. Love you.
Just smile and hide away what you've done. You go and think about what you've done,
I'm
Ari.
gonna go think about what I've done.
No, that
I'm
was
happy.
Also, actually, speaking of Soul Bear, I think it's Soul Bear. I don't remember. I'm tired. Wednesday, I'm guesting.
Oh, you're going to be on our show?
Yes,
Are you going to be...
with Nadine, probably.
Are you coming to hell?
Yes. I am bringing an angel to hell. So,
Yeah, we're traversing Earth Hell, the 9 layers of Earth Hell. Not like
so normal hell.
Tal'Dorei Hell, or like the normal D&D Hell. It's Earth Hell, so it's like
Is
even
it a
worse.
shopping mall?
It's worse. It's just awful.
It's the DMV.
Is it just a bunch
But
of
we've had some real amazing roleplay moments and stuff like that, and because the last 2 episodes were just because we all have our major sins that we have to deal with, and mine, my character's is Wrath, and so he's spent the last 2 episodes just screaming at his friends and his on-screen boyfriend. So
Nadine might not. Nadine might. Never mind. Anyway, so yeah,
we're done with that. We're on to the next level.
We'll be back on Friday afternoon. New time is 2:00 in the afternoons Eastern time, because there's a few of us that work night shift, and it was getting really hard to wake up in time, and I'm jet lagged still. So
and
it was
one's
even
from
harder.
Australia.
Yeah. So yeah, we moved it to 2:00 in the afternoon. Just it's easier for some of us. But yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Thank you for watching. I don't think there's anybody that we can raid online right now, unless I just raid. You know what? Let's...
Oh, there's can we raid Forge Breaker? Is that possible?
What's the name?
It's Forge Breaker. They're doing a Alzheimer's charity stream all week, and I think they're online right now.
The DM broke us.
Don't forget.
That says it's the wrong username.
Yeah, Forge, Forge, Breaker, Breaker.
There's no TV at the end of it?
No. It's just Forge Breaker.
Okay, sorry, I was following the chat.
Because there you go.
All right. What do you guys want the raid card to be? What, the DM broke us?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
All right. We'll see you guys later. Thank you. Bye.
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 And